Blog Talk Radio.
Well, good afternoon, my fabulous, magical people, and welcome to another episode of Magic Universe with Sharona. Woohoo! And I am your host, Sharona Rapsick, and I am coming to you live from the Big Apple, New York City. I am so happy that you are joining me here today. This show is all about creating magic and miracles in all areas of your life, simply by using angel guidance and the divine conscious energy of the magical universe. This show is brought to you by the Psychic Talk Radio Network, the radio network with spirit, and Psychic You. Please visit www.psychictalk.net to learn more about our past and upcoming shows, our hosts, as well as our online courses that are offered at Psychic You. This show is also brought to you by the IAAP. That's the International Association of Angel Practitioners, the very first worldwide organization that was formed to educate, celebrate, and support spiritual practitioners and entrepreneurs around the world. Please visit www.angelpractitioners.com to learn more. And finally, today's episode is also being sponsored by the ARE of New York City, a nonprofit organization formed by a core group of service-oriented volunteers, all inspired by the work of America's psychic, Edgar Cayce. To learn more, go to www.edgarcaycenyc.org. That's Edgar Cayce with the Cayce spelled C-A-Y-C-E, followed by N-Y-C. Magic Universe with Sharona is a live call-in radio show where we talk about such topics as angels, crystals, energy healing, tarot and oracle cards, the cycles of the moon, holistic healing, the laws of attraction, and good vibrations, and much, much more. We're on the air live, always on the second and fourth Sunday of each month. You can listen to our show here on psychictalk.net/live on your internet browser, and you can also listen in on your phone too by simply calling in. Which reminds me to tell you that this is a live call-in show, and if you would like a free mini reading, an angel message, ask a question, or maybe even add your comments on today's topic, or even just to say hello, the number to call is 714-816-4628. Once again, that's 714-816-4628. That's to listen. Because remember, if you want us to answer your call so that you are live on the air, you must press the number 1 on your phone keypad. And this will flag us on the switchboard. Now, we do take calls in the order that they are received, so don't hang up or you will lose your spot in the queue. And you can also go to www.thetarotguild.com www.tarotradio.com/chat, and you can join us in our new chat room. But for that, you need to sign up with the Tarot Guild, and that's absolutely free. And to get into the chat room, you must always sign in and then click on the main room. Okay, now that we've gotten all that information out of the way, it's time to start. Woohoo! Awesome. Today's topic is how to receive downloads from the universal consciousness. Spiritual energy downloads. What are they, and how can we access them? Okay, as you continue to progress on your personal path of spiritual growth and evolution, you may experience, in fact, you will experience something that is often referred to as a spiritual energy download from the universal consciousness. So, what are these downloads all about? Okay, first and foremost, the term download is a metaphor that I like to use to explain the process of receiving an influx of knowledge, awareness, energy consciousness, and consciousness upgrades to your programs within your mental and physical operating systems. The term download is a really helpful and powerful metaphor for this phenomenon because receiving influxes of light and spiritual awareness in this way operates in a very similar manner as you would do when you download a program to your computer. Okay, let's take a look at this for a moment. I'm going to use the example of your computer. So your computer is running a certain operating system, and this operating system manages your computer's memory, process, and all of its software and hardware programs. As technology advances, you have the option to download updates to your present operating system. And these updates bring advancements to your computing experience and are meant to improve and evolve the overall experience of using your computer. When you successfully upgrade your operating system, your computer will run differently and in a brand new way because it will probably run faster and maybe it'll have a sleeker interface. No matter the specifics in one way or another, it is upgraded. Alternately, you have the option to also download new programs and apps to your computer also. These programs allow your computer to perform new tasks and access new information, and they allow you to create new possibilities using your same existing computer. Well, with spiritual downloads, the process is essentially the same with the physical you. Now, after getting a download, you will be able to download a higher vibrational energy and healing frequencies in order to upgrade and evolve your operating system of beliefs. And you'll be able to access new programs and new possibilities such as new healing abilities, new psychic senses, and new levels of spiritual awareness. Now, these energy downloads, as we call them, come from a variety of sources. You may download light frequency and information from your higher self or from your team of guides and angels direct from the infinite source, or what many people call God. or from the awakened energy heart grid, the crystalline grid, the great central sun, the universe, and really from a number of different sources. Now, I believe that these downloads come in through your crown chakra, which is at the top of your head. When a download occurs, you may feel like you are receiving a blast or surge of light into your entire being. And you will momentarily click in with a stream of infinite divine intelligence or God consciousness to receive in a flood divine guidance, insight, and realization. Now, an interesting way to look at energy downloads from the divine consciousness is they are packets of information. So let's go back to the computer metaphor. Receiving a spiritual download is much like you downloaded an amazing course in a zip file onto your computer. Of course, the course is all there on your computer, but it's all zipped up and packed up. So it is, to get this information that it contains, you need to unzip the file and actually go through the course contents to receive the information your computer now has on this. And it works the very same way if you are receiving spiritual downloads as a physical being. One way that you often experience and receive downloads is they flow in like a stream or sudden burst of consciousness expansion and awareness. And when this happens, there is a flowing in through your crown chakra and through your mind's eye, your throat, your heart, and then integrating into your total being through what some refer to as the ascension column of life, which is the central energetic column uniting all of your chakras in one pillar or one column of light that will ground you all the way down to the crystalline core of the earth, and also links you upward to the light of the infinite, the divine energy, God, Goddess, the universe, divine consciousness. We all know it, and we know it by many names and faces. And you see, when you're open and centered and present in the moment, you'll be able to download and access these energetic downloads you receive and are helping you to upgrade you as a being, your operating system. Now, you can receive these downloads certainly while meditating, but especially while sleeping. You might even feel they come in through sensations of light, sudden epiphanies or ideas, or flashes of inspiration where you see in your inner vision what's possible for you. And also the big picture about why you are really here as a divine spiritual being or a star seed or an earth angel. And you're there to embody and create. But even once you have received the most incredible download, there is likely to be a gap between this new program that's been installed and your current level of programming, your current operating system. Now, let's go back again to the computer metaphor. Okay, when you download a program, you often need to delete the existing version of that program running on your computer before you can install and use the new one. So this is what you have to do to work with these downloads. You need to let go of limited programs and beliefs. You need to forgive. You need to step into alignment with your highest divine possibility. And stepping into alignment with the divine being that you really are. Okay, these are some things that you can do. I highly recommend writing in a journal, of course, meditating. And then you might want to use, as far as deleting programs, use your spiritual tools like essential oils. You might want to do saging. You might also want to work with crystals. Also exercise, do yoga. And you want to keep open and always remember to let go of toxic relationships and things that don't support you. So my advice is to keep shining, stay present, and stay open. Because when you're open and you're in the present moment, that is when you're able to be aware of the higher guidance, your angels, knowledge, frequency, and truth, wisdom, and psychic ability that you are downloading. In fact, I can almost guarantee that once you start thinking about all this, you're going to see there's a lot of things that you haven't looked at that have been downloaded into your consciousness and have yet to extract. So you want to take a look at them. Okay, the key is to do the work, to do the emotional clearing, and take time and open your heart and always tune in to your ascension column. Feel your oneness with the earth, with the infinite lighter source and all that is. And become aware of the guidance that's available to you right now. Remember that one moment of time when you were guided with presence and awareness. And you can tune in to that guidance again and again. And you can ascend, evolve, and grow. And you're going to do a lot of this work in your sleep. So it's important that you always get 8 hours of sleep every night. And it is important to keep regular sleeping hours. So you want to try to go to bed the same time each night, because sleeping is the best time to download these downloads from the universe. Okay, I'm going to take a look and see what's going on the switchboard. I think the board is lighting up, as we say, like a Christmas tree. And I'll also take a quick look in the chat room. Okay, I see we have a number of callers, and I will be getting to you very shortly. But before I start taking your on-air phone calls, I always talk about what cycle of the moon we are in, and I always draw a tarot card. Now, as far as the moon, on Friday we experienced a new moon, which is the beginning of a new 28-day cycle. Now, the new moon, sometimes called the dark moon, is perfect timing to make a fresh start or turn over a new leaf. So we're still feeling the energies of the new moon that came on Friday, so I invite you to light a candle, open your journal, and question old habits, behaviors, and beliefs, and also search for new and inventive ways to make progress. And remember, the new moon is always the perfect time to forgive, to release, and to let go, and surrender to the new potential. Now, what was interesting that also happened is this, which is the second new moon after the winter solstice. It also marks the beginning of the Chinese Lunar New Year. And 2020 is the year of the rat. Now, the rat is actually an animal that symbolizes prosperity, creativity, and ingenuity. And you know that each lunar year relates to a Chinese zodiac animal. And these repeat and recur on a 12-year cycle. So next year on 2021 will be the year of the ox, followed by the tiger, the rabbit, the dragon, the snake, the horse, the goat, the monkey, the rooster, the dog, and the pig. So something that you might want to do to get into with the energy of the Chinese Lunar New Year is you want to maybe light a red candle or wear the color red. Because to the Chinese, the color red is a lucky color. And it also frightens away negative energy and psychic demons. Okay, the card that I drew today is the Nine of Swords. And it's a card which, in the deck that I'm using, depicts a figure holding their head, and it seems like their thoughts are filled with worry and fears. This card also foretells what we focus on is what we manifest in our lives. I just need to take a drink of water. Okay. This card is very appropriate for today because it goes along with the discussion, because it shows the figure is actually sitting up in bed and worrying. And you definitely don't want to go to bed with worries and negative thoughts and fears on your mind. Each night, before you drift off to sleep, I encourage you to focus on what you want to see happen in your life. And you can even affirm these words. I am going to use these precious pre-sleep moments to review what I desire to manifest in my life. And then that way you can co-create with the universe while you sleep by programming your subconscious mind. And as I said earlier in today's broadcast, this is also the time when we download new programs to help us from the universe. So what I like to do is I like to visualize what I see myself accomplishing the next day. And I like to visualize my perfect and fulfilling life. I also call in the archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Ariel to watch over me. Then I look forward so much to drifting off to sleep for 8 hours. And I also look for the downloads, the visions, ideas, and guidance that the angels send to me as messages. So I absolutely love my sleep time, for it is my precious time for manifesting and evolving. Okay, folks, we have time now to take a couple of phone calls. What I'll be doing is, in addition to doing a mini reading, I will give each caller also the name of a specific archangel to work with in the coming days. Okay, let me look at the switchboard, and I am going to see who has been waiting the longest. And I'm going to go and pick up that call. Okay, caller 917, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, hey, thanks for taking my call. My name is Tim. I'm calling from New York.
From New York. I didn't catch your first name. What was that again?
Sure. It's Tim, T-I-M.
Tim. Hi, Tim. How are you doing? And
I am doing
how
great.
Can I? Great. Well, it's great to hear that you're great. And how can I help you today?
Oh, I was calling to see if there was any messages from Spirit. I've been doing a little bit, as you said. I've been lighting a candle at night, staring into the flame. I've been talking to my guides. I've been talking to Archangels Michael and Metatron, asking them to help me along the way. Just figured it's help for the new year as far as bringing some new things, new job, profession, abundance. If you have any messages from Spirit, it's greatly appreciated.
Okay. Well, the archangel that immediately step forth, and I'm going to give you the name of that archangel. It's Archangel Raziel. So I don't know if you've ever worked with Raziel, but he works a lot with spiritual understanding and also with your intuition. So it's very natural that that he's coming to you. And I know that you're receiving spiritual downloads. And what he's saying is that you are receiving information and symbols which will help you with your truth. And you are definitely doing the work. And what I see coming to you is, just to really open your heart. I see that there's a lot of opportunities that are going to be offered to you in the coming days. What you need to do, though, is to, kind of meditate on what are the best ones for you and what works for you. And what I see is there is a message in regard to financial gain that should be coming to you really shortly. It's going to be like an opportunity. I see a great opportunity, and it's in a field that you've already been working in, but it's going to be a new opportunity, possibly with a new person and a new company. I also see that there is someone who will be showing up in your life romantically. They're going to be a lot of fun. I can't say whether it's going to be a long-term relationship, but you're going to have a lot of fun with this person. And that's coming up very quickly, too. So all of the work that you're doing is really paying off, Tim.
Okay. That is great to hear. I really appreciate it. I will talk to you to say the Archangel Raziel. Is that the name?
Yeah, I'll spell that for you, and you can just go online. I mean, the Internet's so wonderful. You can go on and look up Raziel, and the name is spelled R, as in Richard, Aziel. And just a wonderful angel for, opening all of your chakras, but most importantly, your third eye, and helping with your intuition. But keep on doing it. You are definitely on the right path.
I will indeed. Thank you so very much.
My pleasure. May I put you back in the line so you can listen, because we like to keep our listeners listening, because there might be some other information that might come through as I'm talking to other callers that might also work for you too. So I am going to put you back in the queue. Thank you.
Okay. Sure. Bye.
It's a pleasure. Love you. Bye-bye. Okay, awesome. I am now putting through caller with an area code of 310. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from today?
Yes, hello. Thank you for taking my call. My name is Susan, and I am calling from Oklahoma.
Hi, Susan from Oklahoma. Hi. Thanks for joining us today. Susan,
thank you.
What would you like to say? Do you want to add something to today's topic, or would you like a mini reading?
I've been really trying to work on trying to get grounded. I've had a lot of change over the course of the last year, and just trying to get some sense of balance. And I just want to see if maybe you can give me some insight as to what I might need to do for next steps to continue getting grounded.
Okay. Well, right off the top of my head, I am getting a message to let you know that there's a crystal called hematite. You might want to that's also going to keep you grounded. And that message, I actually got the archangel that has stepped forward is Archangel Michael. And I know that
Okay.
everyone knows a lot about Archangel Michael. He is the angel that helps us with life purpose, also protection. Very, very powerful. And also as far as severing cords to people and things that don't serve us. He has a sword that you can, he could help cut all those cords. Now, what I see is, my goodness, you've been juggling a lot. You've been really juggling a lot of things, trying, and it's funny you said, get balance and grounding. It's the card is the Two of Pentacles for those of you who are familiar with tarot, and it's about grounding and keeping centered, but also having you want to have fun with that. But what I'm seeing is you are actually not having a lot of fun with that. You have a lot of burdens that are on your shoulder. So what Archangel Michael is doing is saying to you is you might need to ask some helpful people or helpful organizations to help you with those, and take the burden off of your shoulders. And then what I see coming forward is another number 2 card, and 2s in a reading always have to do with decision making and also balance. So there is some opportunities that are going to be coming your way. And what I also see for you in this card is continue to look and search. Don't just, take anything. Really search. And you do want to, I don't know whether you're looking for a job right now, which is a job that just pays the bills. That's certainly fine and certainly serves a lot of purposes. But I'm also getting a message from Archangel Michael that you need to take a look at what is your life purpose, why you came here to this earthly existence, because once you discover that and you start doing that, a lot of the burdens will start to fall away. If you think about it, anyone who is very successful out there and I use successful as far as, money, and successful as far as going on their way, they're doing their life mission. And they'll say that, they know that it is the thing that they came to this lifely existence to do. And that's actually when the magic opens up. So I'm getting this message for you that you need to keep meditating on that. And you will discover that you have, that you are in many ways a wizard and a magician, and you are able to create. And not to, we were talking earlier about, where you don't want to worry, particularly when you're going to sleep at night. Do you ever do that?
Yes, a lot.
Yeah, you got to stop doing that. What you should do is, even if you have to create a vision board, do you know what a vision board is?
Yes.
Okay, make a vision board and look at it before you go to bed. When you go to sleep at night, know that you're going to be receiving important downloads from the universe. But you have to be visualizing what you want to see yourself doing the next day, and also the next year, and the 5th year, and the 10th year. You just want to go, you want to go to sleep thinking of those things, because what's interesting about how the law of attraction and the universe works is it's kind of like going into a restaurant. What we are thinking about is what we get that's delivered to our table. And that's where positive thinking is so very important. And of course, as I said earlier, the most important time when you want to be visualizing and thinking about what you want is before you go to sleep.
Okay.
It's kind of like I don't know whether not everyone does a prayer before bedtime, but a prayer was really maybe in many ways essentially that. And we've gotten away from that. We've gotten more into which is fine, other ways of talking to divinity, but you can talk to divinity through your thoughts. In fact, that's how divinity and the angels talk to you.
Right. Right. That makes sense.
So I hope that was helpful to you. I'm going to put you back in the queue, and I'm going to encourage you to keep listening, because you might find that as I answer other people's questions, there might be information in there for you. And I always say that too, if I can't get to all of the calls today, your call will probably be answered as I am speaking to other people, because I am tapped into that energy. So, Susan, I thank you, and I'm going to put you back in the queue, and want to let you know that the universe loves you. Okay.
Oh, hi, Sharon. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you so much for taking my phone call. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
I was trying to reach you since the beginning of January, and it was really hard. So actually, I have like two-part question. I'm not sure which one you would choose to answer, because actually it's like a two-part question.
Okay, first of all, I didn't catch your name. Your voice is very familiar to me, but I just want to put your name down, because I always meditate on the people who call, and also further assist them in whatever it is that they need from the divine. So, what is your name again, and where are you calling from?
My name is Anne.
Hi, Anne.
And I'm calling from, hi, Sharon, and I'm calling from California.
Hey, Anne, is that an Anne with an E or an Anne, just N-N? How do you spell your Anne?
Just A-N-N.
Yeah, because I also work with the vibrations of people's names. Our name definitely has a vibration to it. If that's part of numerology, and a skill that I learned from the executive producer of the PsychicTalk.net radio network. Okay, so how can I help you, my dear?
Well, the first part is the situation with my mom, with her medical care in the hospital, really complicated. They simply do not want to provide medical care because they cannot find a placement, the nursing home for my mom. And someone told me to get involved with my attorney, and that's another issue. I really trust my attorney, but he just lost his father on Christmas. And he's the one who never, he never ripped me off, because before I met him, I was ripped off by people literally taking my money and not even doing anything and spending money in one day. And he was the only honest person, and he sometimes even told me, you don't need to pay me because I'm just trying to help you. His name is Jen. I don't know what's going on. He's not answering my emails. He's not answering my phone calls. He is in the office. I spoke to his secretary. I emailed his wife. She works with him in the office too. She told me I'll ask him to call you, and Silas. So the question, will he be willing to get back to me and actually to look into this case? Because other than him, I don't want to go down the road when I will be ripped off by someone who takes the money and doesn't do anything. He's the only honest person, and believe me, he's one of the best in town. And he is a friend's friend, so he's a really nice person, and he's doing this because he simply feels sorry for my situation. He knows my situation. And I'm just so upset. I just don't know what happened. And Jen is not answering. It's been 4 weeks or more. 2.5 weeks. He's not answering.
Okay. So let me just see if we can find out why he isn't taking your calls.
Well, the main
Okay.
thing I would like to know if he will get back to me and he will be able at least to look at this case, because why, it's his reason. I'm not trying to look why. Everybody has their reasons, maybe personal reasons. But we only have business connections and we're kind of friends. But I did everything I could. And everybody takes messages and everybody says that he will reply, and he didn't. Did he cut me off? Does he want to talk to me? And he will not talk to me, or maybe so the main thing is just the outcome. I'm not really interested to know why. It's just the main thing, if he will.
You
be
want to
willing
know
help
why
me.
he hasn't. Basically, you want to know. Yeah.
I want to know
You want to
if
know.
he will get back to me, if he would be willing to help me. That's probably how I will phrase this question.
Okay.
I do not know why.
Okay.
I do not want to know why.
Okay. What I am getting is there's some kind of something going on with him. I don't know when he's going to get back to you. I am getting that he is not the source as far as getting this problem resolved. Okay, there is definitely a delay in why he is. Let me see if I can get another card. I really can't get into his head. I mean, to me it sounds very on. This is not the cards. This is the me. But what I'm seeing is and hearing is, if someone is, you're calling them and they're not taking your message, that's kind of unprofessional. And what I'm getting is that you need to take this opportunity to step into control and talk to other people, because there are other people.
I did talk.
that
I
can
hired
help
someone else who took my money and didn't do anything. So I didn't finish my conversation. I did hire someone else because I was waiting for a long time to speak to him, and he spent my money in one day, and he didn't do anything. So honestly, I don't even have money at this time to spend. Just mostly dishonest people that I meet, and another person wants a complete. So I did. I spent money, and he didn't do anything, literally.
So these were these lawyers? What or counselors? What? Yeah. Okay. There are a number of people that are showing up in your reading. I kind of feel that there is probably another person. I mean, you can't. This is obviously something that you don't want to give up on, and you're going to have to not be afraid to go to somebody else, and that if you do that, you can resolve your situation. But I would definitely.
Yeah, but Sharona, it all comes to money. I do not. Jen would not charge me a fortune. The other person wants me to pay so much. I don't have this money. I told him I do not have it. So that's the end of the conversation.
There are. I mean, what I'm getting is there are advocates that do work pro bono, or they work for free. And also, I'm getting that also there's a lot what you could do, like going online and researching your problem. I mean, sometimes we can be our own lawyer. We can go in there.
I'm sorry to tell you, I did. There is no pro bono taking this kind of cases. I went to the court and asked for help. They said there is no volunteer. I was working on this for the last 4 weeks. I tried everything. So Jen will not get back to me because really, he is the best. He is the best. I in my entire life, I haven't met anyone so honest and so kind as he is. So he will not get back to me. That's what you're saying.
I see that there is a delay. So what I would recommend that you do, we are, as I said, it's a new moon, which is it's the dark of the moon. There's a lot of chaos that's going on globally, country-wise, and everything that started this week. I do see that it is going to be we're going to get more on an even keel. You know, it's interesting, the previous caller we talked about balance. Everything is out of balance. But, you know, if you believe this is the guy, you know, maybe wait a couple of days and somehow get to him that message that you just said to me, that you trust him.
I did.
And you know.
I sent him,
yeah.
Five emails. Since the 10th of January, I sent him 5 emails. And that's what's happening. And I can only suspect either he doesn't want to speak to me or he just got severely depressed. And I don't know, because, you know, 5 emails, how many more can I send in the last 2.5 weeks?
Well, that's why I'm getting the archangel that is stepping forth for me and you for this problem that you're telling me that you're experiencing now is a very interesting angel. It's Archangel Shamuel. And what that angel is about is they help you find things. So you can call upon Archangel Shamuel, and that's spelled Chamuel, and that's the archangel which helps people find lost items. And this is certainly a lost item that you're looking for. And the cards that are coming up, I'm also getting a lot of cards to wait and see what happens. There is definitely a delay. And, you know, if you believe this is the helpful person, then continue to do that for another week or so. And then you're welcome to get back to me. And, yes, the one thing you got to remember, too, is don't have an attachment to any one source or person. So I'm also getting lots of cards that you may have. There are other people. That's not the only person who can help you.
And Sharon, how we can reach you? Thank you so much. And how can we reach you on Facebook? I found your profile. I send you a comment or something. It was at the beginning of January.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. All of the Psychic Talk radio hosts are on the website, so you can get in touch with me that way. And, you know, I will be back on the air in 2 weeks. We're going to be talking primarily about love because it's Valentine's Day, but stay in touch. But, you know, what the cards are saying is just kind of relax a little bit. And that things are moving cosmically. They're moving very slowly.
But do you see that there will be any positivity? Because in the last, I would say 2.5 weeks, it was just only negative. There was nothing positive, and I was just so much down with this situation. It has to do with the hospital. I have to tell you more that the hospital refused to continue treating my mom for only one reason, that they cannot find a placement in the nursing facility. And it's against our religious beliefs. And they told me, if you get involved, your attorney, we can talk to him. But otherwise, we're not going to do anything.
What I'm seeing is there are, and I keep getting cards for that there are other helpful people and resources. You haven't looked at everything out there that can help you with this, and they can help you with it and help you resolve it.
But do you think it will be resolved positively? Because I do not want my mom to die. If they refuse medical treatment, she can simply die.
Well, I suggest that, as I said, that you talk to Archangel Shamuel, and that is the archangel that will help you find solutions.
And what do you need to ask Archangel Shamiel? Just an example, so I would have an idea.
With Shamuel, how can Shamuel? I don't
How
follow.
can I talk? Yeah, what do you need to ask Shamiel, Archangel Shamiel, just to have an example? What can I ask?
You want to talk to? You can talk to your archangels, just like in addition to the archangels, you also have guardian angels. And what you want to do, I mean, as I said, you have, as we were talking about downloads from the universe, you are getting solutions all the time to whatever it is that you seek. So you need to ask, you need to listen, you need to also clear out any blockages that might be, or attachments that are standing in the way.
I don't know how to clear up the blockages, honestly. I even don't know. It looks like whatever I tried was blocked. Even the attorney that always was helpful does not respond. So kind of roadblocks.
As I said, we're going through. As I said, we are as I was talking about the moon and everything. We are in a period where things aren't moving along. I hope that helps. I do need to move along because, believe it or not, we're way past the bottom of the hour, and I'm going to put you back in the queue, and please listen in. There's probably information that's going to come through that will be helpful to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. I love you. Bye-bye.
I love you too, Sharona. You're one.
Okay. We are way past the bottom of the hour, and I need to let you know what's coming up tomorrow on the Psychic Talk Radio Network. Okay, tomorrow, Monday, January 27th, we have 2 back-to-back shows here on the network, and there's one that's going to be starting at 11 a.m. Pacific, another one at 12 noon Eastern Time, and that is the Wisdom of the Soul show with host Janice Fuge. And that will be immediately followed by the Compassionate Light Healing and Guidance show with host Catherine Hahn. And Catherine is handling a really important topic, which I think we came up in today's discussion. So all of our callers, if you can, definitely tune into Catherine Hahn's show. You can also call in to our show, too. And her show is going to be on living a purpose-filled life, and she also takes your calls. And on Friday, January 31st, oh, my goodness, can you believe it? January's almost over. Oh, my goodness, where is this new year going to? The Doctors Are In, and that's the show. It's called The Doctors Are In, and that will be with hosts Dr. Rose Wilkerson and Dax Carlisle. And their topic is going to be the Tarot Cross, a manifestation, and the 4 steps. And they will also be doing open lines and on-the-air mini readings. And then on next Saturday, which will be February 1st, the Mystical Musing Show with Mary Brown will be on, and her topic will be on how to use crystal grids. And, of course, she also has open lines and mini tarot readings. And remember, you can always go to www.psychictalk.net. That's the website, and then you can see all the shows that are coming up, as well as shows. All shows are recorded, and they'll be in the archive. And do take a look at Psychic U and the online courses that many of our hosts offer there. Okay, now, let's see. We're going to have time to probably take 2 more calls. So let me just take a look and see who is in the queue, and I am picking up caller number 803. What is your name?
Doing?
I'm doing just wonderful.
My name's Chris.
Chris, I think we've
From
talked
South
before,
Carolina.
Chris from South Carolina. Okay, Chris.
Yeah. What do you see for my abundance?
For your abundance. Okay, I'm shuffling the deck.
And love, if that's okay.
Okay. Well, what I see is you have in there in fact, two of the number one cards, the ace cards. You have the ace of swords and the ace of pentacles. And so it's saying that what I'm getting is there is abundance that's definitely out there for you. And I always tell people it's out there for everyone. And what it's saying with the ace of swords is you personally need to take some action on your part and go for it. And I'm getting also, I'm seeing the Empress card. There's a lot of noise in the background. I don't know whether it's you or me. And the Empress card is a card where it tells you that it's, in many ways up to you to, tap into your creativity and expression. What I'm seeing is, okay, you're looking for abundance. Are you taking any courses? Are you working with any people? Are you out there networking and talking to people?
Well, I'm on disability, so I'm at home most of the time, but I did a lot of magic last year to try to get this abundance. A lot.
Okay.
And I ordered spells and paid a lot of money, and I did a lot of stuff myself. And I don't have a car, and I need a car, and I need some money, like real bad. You don't live off disability. I mean, you don't get that much. And I can't work, so I was trying to do magic.
Well, so you need to, what it's saying, what I'm getting is, and it's interesting, we had another caller that this angel came in, Archangel Chamuel. And, that's spelled Chamuel, which it's an archangel that helps you find things. And do you have a computer?
I have a phone.
Oh, yeah, you.
Smartphone.
You have a smartphone. Well, then you have a computer, and
right.
It's saying that you, even though you're at home, you need to go onto your computer, and you can actually type in the type of questions that you're. It's funny, as we were talking about getting downloads from the universe, I think the universe is giving you ideas, but it's a good metaphor where we talk about downloads on your computer. And, so the way that you talk to your computer, you need to go in and research what you're looking for. Because there's a lot of helpful information in there that can help you. There's also, it's coming up too that there's probably some courses and a lot of courses online they're free. There's a lot of helpful stuff. You need to, in order to also take back your power. There's also you have to give out things. So, I always say if you're not getting any help, are you helping other people? There's a card that came up which has to do with we're here to also help each other. So for any help that you give out to somebody else, you get some help back.
Right. So you don't see anything coming soon?
What I'm seeing is what I'm getting, let's see with the timing. Well, what I'm getting is this is the perfect timing for you to take action. So if you do the work, and by work, that's work you can even do from home. It'll happen.
Okay.
But I do hope that helps, Chris.
That helps. Okay.
And
Thank you.
I'm going to thank you, and I'm going to put you back in the queue for a moment.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. I'm just going to go. We have another caller, and that caller is 951. Let me just put them on. Hello, caller 951. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, it's Nathaniel calling from California.
Hey, Nathaniel. So good to have you here today.
Well, thanks.
And how can I help you today?
Well, I wanted to see if I could get a message from the angels, or do I need a question?
Okay. What is that question?
Just with the, there's so many questions I could ask. I wanted to see if Spirit could come through with something. Do I need a question?
Okay. By spirit, do you mean the angels, or do you mean like
yes, the angels,
a guide,
course,
or
yes,
yes, the
guide.
angels? Because sometimes people, sometimes people want a message from someone who is, an ancestor or any one. So let me just tune in. So we're going to go with the angels. So, okay, the angel that came through to me when I asked for an angel is Archangel Haniel. And she is tied into the moon energy. And the moon is affecting us very much. And I'm getting that you also are very much affected by what the moon is doing. So, as I said, the moon is a little chaotic now. The new moon was in Aquarius, the do your own thing moon, and the moon of the free spirit. But things will be, as far as the cycles of the moon changing, it's going to be changing really soon, and the energy is going to be really different. But I always tell people, for this moon, you probably want to give it 5 days that I'm getting. So do you have a question, Nathaniel, that you can share, and I can tap in more into that to give you maybe a clearer message.
Oh, okay. Do you see a soulmate come into my life soon?
Okay, let me see. So I'm just right now, just shuffling with a yes or no. Okay, and we're getting a big yes, and I'm getting a big yes that you're going to have a soulmate coming in. Now, when you say soulmate, are you looking for is this a soulmate that's, a love relationship soulmate, or just someone who comes? Okay. Because when, we have lots of soulmates. The soulmates are like kind of the teachers that teach us in our life. So sometimes I tell people that a soulmate can be very different from a love interest. And I am getting that, yes, you do have a lover who will be coming in really shortly I'm getting the near future as far as the timing on it. and
Okay.
and it's and like the earlier calls, I'm getting in addition to Archangel Haniel, which is the archangel that has to do with cycles of the moon. I am also getting that same angel that keeps showing up, Shamuel, which is the angel that helps you to find things. So they can certainly help you find a love interest. And what we're getting is that you have been looking at a lot of directions for a soulmate. Is that correct? How
I've
have you been
told
searching?
numerous times. I kind of been told numerous times that she's going to be coming into my life, so I didn't know. One guy mentioned I should get on an online dating service. When I mentioned
Did you
it,
try
I don't
that?
know if no, I don't. I don't know if that's really going to be me. I don't know if
Well, if you
people,
don't do that, I mean, there are people who are very, very successful meeting people, both, for business and help and everything on the internet. But so if you're not doing that, though, what it means is you have to get out and about. You're not going to, there's a joke that unless it's the UPS person or the mailman or the pizza delivery person, you need to get out there and meet this person. So you need to go to events. I always tell people, there's like the earlier call. I love the internet. There's a whole lot of what's known as meetup groups. Where you can click in. You go. It's called Meetup.com, and you can go on Meetup.com. This is not where you're, doing, everything on the internet. It tells you places in your local area where you can find people that have common interests to what you're doing. And that's an excellent way to meet people. And it's saying, there's people out there that you can meet. And I'm getting that you're going to be, once you start doing this, you're going to meet a lot of people and be quite successful. So, yes, we got a big yes that you are going to meet somebody.
But it doesn't say who or how or where or anything like that. So
I think I
blonde
said that.
hair or, yeah, okay.
Oh, you mean how are they going to look?
Any kind of information that you have, some people come up with names, it just,
Well, that I don't usually come up with. I don't usually come up with names because.
I said some people. I didn't ask you. I didn't expect that you would, but I didn't know if you had any other information.
Yeah.
I was trying to get
see.
you.
Yeah. What I'm getting, what I'm getting is that they're going to be like an air sign, possibly. Have a lot of air sign in their chart. So I always tell people we're not just our sun sign. We are, what our moon is in and what our rising sign is in our astrological chart. So this person has a lot of the characteristics of an air sign. So they could very well be an Aquarius or a Gemini, one of the air signs. But it's someone who I always say, because it's the swords, they're sharp as a tack, they're witty, they talk a lot, and I see that happening. And I'm also getting a message too that once again you need to step out into, if you're not gonna go online, you need to go to places. Definitely look into Meetup.com. They're not. But an interesting though with the swords, let me tell you, that definitely says that the internet is going to help you find this person, because that's communication and airways. The swords. I'm seeing. Well, what came up is I'm getting when it said for relationships, I got both the King and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so
Okay.
that's people, and I also got, the card, the Three of Cups, which is people,
Oh,
being with like-minded people and having fun. So that's what it's
cheers.
telling you to do. Go out. Yeah, take courses, go out and meet people. And it's ending up that you will be, successful if you do that. So once again, Archangel Shamuel, to help you find something.
Hey, that's great. Thank you.
Now, another thing also that I didn't mention is you may want to tune in next week. Not next week, in 2 weeks, because I'll be back on Sunday, February the 9th, and I'll have a special guest, Maria G. Mosk, and that show is all going to be getting people ready for Valentine's Day. And on that show, we are going to be talking about the angels of romance, and I also will be giving out my secret recipe for Love Potion number 9. So definitely anybody who's listening that is looking for love and romance, 2 weeks from today, tune into that show. Nathaniel, I hope that helps, and it was wonderful to talk with you today. And I'm just going to pop you back in the queue so you can listen.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, well, everyone, time is flying by. If I had an hourglass to look at, the sands would be almost all through the top of it and down in the bottom because we are past the hour. And so what I want to do is, like I was saying, Magic Universe will be back on Sunday, February the 9th, and that's at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And I will have a special guest, Maria G. Mosk, and on that show, we are going to be talking about the angels of romance, and even I will be giving out my love potion, number 9. So you want to tune into that show, and it'll be on the 9th, just in time for Valentine's Day. And, of course, Maria and I will be doing live and on-the-air tarot mini readings, and we're going to especially be tuning into people who want to learn about love. So, everyone, this is your friend, Sharona Rapsick. And I want to thank each of you, my listeners, for joining me today on Magic Universe with Sharona. And once again, I want to just tell you my secret: always focus on what is positive in your life. And even do gratitude, because that will help you to attract even more positive situations. Because, like the name of the show, we all live in a magic universe. So keep your energy and your vibrations high. And until we meet again on Sunday, February the 9th, I am wishing each one of you countless blessings and good energy. I love you, and bye for now.